Chapter 4. Additional tips for making money on your blog. Chapter 5. Does writing about what you love make money? Chapter 6. Generating revenue from blogging, fact or fiction. Chapter 4. Additional tips for making money on your blog. 19. Synopsis. If you are planning to advertise on your blog, you probably already heard about AdSense. It's the biggest online market for internet bloggers. Most individuals who advertise on a blog do very well. 20. More tips to be successful. If you are planning to advertise on your blog, you probably already heard about AdSense. It's the biggest online market for internet bloggers. Most individuals who advertise on a blog do very well. How come? Most of the times the blogger did his research. If you would like to maximize your chances of advertising, these 8 tips below will help you. 1. Make sure your blog is generating traffic. This is the most crucial factor. If you want to advertise on a blog with success, your blog has to have huge traffic. Listing it before monetizing that traffic would be a bad decision. You would be able to advertise it, but the money you'd get might be far below the real measure of the site. 2. Work on your trust rating. Each member on the internet has a trust rating, and most advertisers will check it before placing their bids. In other words, the higher your trust rating, the higher the chances of advertising on your blog. As a result, you should take all the actions that will improve your trust rating, e.g., connect your Flipper account with Facebook and LinkedIn, verify your telephone number, and so on. 3. Don't hype your description. The more hype you put in your description, the more people will think you're desperate to advertise and that your blog isn't a solid one. Examples of remarks you should avoid include: huge potential, a lifetime opportunity, my loss is your gain. Secondly, don't hypothesize what the blog could be earning. Some people list blogs that are making $10 per month currently, and they go on. 21. Saying, this blog has the potential to make $4,000 per month easily. If you knew this for certain, you would not be selling the advertising space for such a low price. 4. Answer to every comment. Even if you write a crystal clear description, people will still have questions, and they will ask them through the comment section. It's important to answer to every single comment, as this won't only encourage these commenters to want to advertise on your blog, but it will also improve the overall credibility. 5. Have a plausible reason for advertising. One of the first things people will ask you is why you are advertising. If there is no plausible reason, they will rightly assume that the blog is going downhill, and that you want to get rid of it before it becomes worthless. In fact, it would be a good idea to include the reason for advertising. You definitely need to find one that fits with your blog, and doesn't annoy your readers with ads that have nothing to do with your blog. 22. Chapter 5. Does writing about what you love make money? 23. Synopsis. That's the most common cliche amongst bloggers, online experts, and internet entrepreneurs. I'm sure you heard it before. I utilize this advice myself. It goes like this: if you want to make money online, you got pick a topic that you're passionate about. You need to enjoy it, else it won't work. 24. Writing about what you love. That's the most common cliche amongst bloggers, online experts, and internet entrepreneurs. I'm sure you heard it before. I utilize this advice myself. It goes like this: if you want to make money online, you got pick a topic that you're passionate about. You need to enjoy it, else it won't work. I used to agree with it 100%. Lately, however, I started calling into question that rule. Creating a site on a topic that you love is certainly a great technique, and it does work well for many individuals, but I'm not sure if it's the only way to go. The first flaw I see on that rule is the following fact. If the niche or topic you love isn't a profitable one, it will be pretty hard to make a lot of money online with it, no matter what you do. Suppose you love tea. Should you write about it if you want to make money online? I am not sure. You could certainly create a popular website around tea, but if you decided to go with a more profitable niche instead, while putting the same effort and time, you could end up making much more income. One argument that people use to back up the "you got right about what you love" theory is the fact that if you choose a topic merely because it is profitable, soon you will lose the motivation. If you're right about something you love, on the other hand, you will have content for years to come. This is partially true, but not completely, because some people get motivated by the pure desire of making money or becoming successful. 25. In other words, if they start a website on a profitable niche and see that their efforts is bringing a good amount of money, they will get motivated no matter what the topic is. They will even do research and learn about it if needed. So what is my position now? I think that both strategies can work. Choosing a niche or topic because you love it is a good route to success, but choosing a profitable one and approaching it scientifically can be equally successful. You need to try my assistant in Bharat who can do that for you for $3 per hour and this new free plugin for your WordPress blog. When you need a little bracer, Google the word of the area you need help in and add either help or community to it. Seek a community, forum or blog online you are able to hang out in for a while. You'll come off feeling refreshed and possibly even with some great new tips from individuals who are out there suffering the same troubles as you and turning them into successes. 26. Chapter 6. Generating revenue from blogging, fact or fiction. 27. Synopsis. If I bring up my blog, folks roll their eyes or smile in an "I do not understand but okay" kind of way. If I bring up the fact that I make income blogging, however, I abruptly have their attention. 28. Making money, fact or fiction. If I bring up my blog, folks roll their eyes or smile in an "I do not understand but okay" kind of way. If I bring up the fact that I make income blogging, however, I abruptly have their attention. The concept seems easy enough. I write about issues that I like, individuals read it, and I make profit off the advertising. To those of us who've been doing it for a while, it's simple. To the novice blogger who is just getting in the business, all the same, it is important to recognize what you are getting into. If you are new to blogging and interested in doing it for earnings, here are a couple things to bear in mind before dedicating yourself. Blogging is simple. Blogging for profit is harder. I will not go as far as to say it is hard to draw a secondary income from blogging, but it is definitely harder than most individuals think. It is not just about creating material and slapping up some advertisements. Good writing, proper templating, advertisement placement, developing an audience. There are a lot of skills required to make a blog fruitful, all of which you will need to learn. You need to blog for the long run or not at all. A vast majority of blogs bomb in the first few months, falling under neglect and disuse. A couple blogs see earnings during the first few months. Unless you are able to stick with it for at least a year, you will probably never see any return for your effort. Pick a niche that you enjoy and stick with it. General purpose or multi-topic blogs have difficulty developing a readership. Brainstorm the topics that you care about most, then pick one and blog about it exclusively. 29. Start with one blog. If you have a lot of items on your list of possible topics, don't give in to the temptation to start a different blog for each one. By dividing your effort between several blogs, you increase the likelihood that all of them will fail. Put all of your effort into one blog to start. Once you get the hang of things, then you might consider branching out with additional blogs. If you're unsure, test drive it. The fact is that many people do not have the drive or stamina to blog for income successfully. If you are not sure, try a starter blog on a free service such as Blogger or WordPress.com. Feel it out for a few weeks. If, by the end of this time, you have stuck with it and find you like blogging is right for you, go ahead and commit to the effort. This advice applies equally well to test driving new topics if you're unsure what to write about. Place advertisements wisely. Some individuals recommend not placing advertisements on a blog until it's matured somewhat. Others advocate putting them up right away. There are rewards and risks to both approaches. Just make certain to place your advertisements tactfully so as not to overwhelm your readers. Put the user experience in the first place. Enjoy yourself. This is the real key to successful blogging. If you pick a topic that you enjoy and blog about it with passion for months and years on end, Your blog will build a readership, generate income, and generally be a success. If, however, your blog becomes a chore to maintain, it will inevitably fail. Thus, if you keep up with your blog and you love it, it will succeed and generate profit. If you do not do your research, write about things that are not of interest, and generally don't keep up with it, your blog will inevitably fail. 30. When clients buy your product or service for the first time, they really make a trial purchase. If they're gratified, they'll keep coming back to you. Making a beneficial product isn't the end of the story. A lot of business owners make the same error. As soon as a product is purchased, they forget the buyer. If you want to hold a customer for repeat purchases, you should improve your customer service. Provide great service to a buyer who's bought a product or service. They'll certainly come back to you, as everyone prefers safe, familiar, and quality products. Providing good quality product or service is just the start of the story. Don't try to fool the buyer. When a emptor gets a good product from you at a fair price, he develops certain expectations. Now it's your responsibility to live up to that expectation by keeping up the quality. If they don't get good products in the second or third purchase, they'll switch to another brand. Remember that your competitors are there to draw in their attention. Brand loyalty not only earns you prompt profits but maximizes your revenue in the long haul. 31. Wrapping up. Remember, advertising doesn't have to be a long, hard cognitive process. Even on a minor scale, personal blogs can definitely generate revenue. The net and social networking sites make this easier than ever before. Advertising in your blog can be fun, and more significantly, very rewarding. Remember, humankind runs deep with consumer awareness. You can make money off your blog.